Meanwhile, places of public worship will reopen in the next 7 days from the 21st of this month. The Interfaith Council on the National Response to Corona says it has embarked on the first phase of reopening places of public worship under a protocol that will cap the maximum number of congregants to 100 people. And as Rosemary Kinyanjui reports, the decision as to who will be allowed to attend a service will be at the discretion of religious leaders.
The government announced the closure of places of worship in a bid to contain the spread of COVID-19. 3 months on and over 3,000 cases later, places of public worship are now set to reopen before the end of this month.
We will have this first phase where we will open on next Tuesday, the 14th of July 2020. And it is up to each one of the faith tradition leaders, their assemblies, all their groups, to see how to put into practice some of those concrete suggestions we make. And believe me, our faith groups are very innovative and they'll find good ways. And we are trusting that our congregants will actually follow.
The Interfaith Council has stipulated the guidelines to be followed during the first phase of the reopening of public worship places. Among the guidelines stipulated is that congregants must wash their hands before entering the places of worship. Places of worship will maintain at most 100 congregants in a service that should not exceed 60 minutes. The elderly and children below 13 years will not be allowed to enter places of worship. In addition, congregants will ensure to keep a mask on their noses and mouths throughout the session. At the same time, collections and other activities that involve passing around items in worship places will be rethought to avoid contact. In addition, the Council has directed the formation of interfaith committees at county and sub-county levels to ensure compliance to the set guidelines. These recommendations outlined by the Interfaith Council are expected to ease the phased opening of places of worship within the next 7 days. But these will most definitely be worship times unusual, with measures such as social distancing of at least 1.5 meters between one congregant and the other. According to the Council, the strict adherence to these measures will determine whether places of worship continue to operate or not. Rosemary Kinyanjui for Metropol TV, Nairobi.